Who dropped 17 kills in the first round of domination. He's going to be sprinting over to A, and the reason I jumped on board with him is he has a SC-2010, a gun we rarely see, has a higher rate of fire than the Remington, does a little bit less damage, but also more bullets.
Wow, that's interesting. You're right. Very rarely see a player do that, whether it comes down to personal preference or, maybe he knows something that we don't know. Who knows? I think we saw it once in the US qualifier, I believe, which is when two players started with it. They both died, first and second blood, and immediately changed back out to Remingtons. Yep. So, interesting to see if he can make it work for him.
Cut off there by the MTAR. Demon, though, inside B, working very well with Mech. Both players will secure B, and now I like this play from Demon. Keeping the pressure on here for Vexx Revenge. He's on C, just has to watch top bridge. There's the battle next with a crucial kill. He goes down as well. Lord Antho has secured A, and it's AC control for Vault Wild. They already have their opponents pinned in B.
Yeah, this is really, really good start for Team Wild. They have that A and C flag, but someone is actually on A, and it's going to be Nex who needs to drop back and try and clean it up. Wasn't able to do so. Teammate does. They're going to jump straight back on that A flag, and this is the perfect start that Wild needed. Now, can they try and spawn trap in this B flag? That's going to be the key to their success.
No one was watching the right side as they slip out. Brock now trying to rotate. They're definitely going to lose C here. Do you go for B?
In this situation, yeah, you're not really left with many options. They didn't have time to rotate to C. They basically all went down as they tried to rotate, so now they're left in a horrible situation where they just need to slay out that flag. They should be able to jump on C, but I say that I'm just trying to look at the spawns. Next got a very lucky spawn at A, because what I was going to say is, what I expect to see Vexx Revenge do is just jump on that C flag and just sort of rotate all the way. But Nex actually spawned on that C flag, so completely prevented that from happening.
So Nex now on your screen after going up top in the bridge, saw a shadow. Unable to hit the shots, though. The battle continues, hits him again before getting cleaned up. The teamwork too strong here from Vexx Revenge. Wild, they need to win by 25 points here in the second half, currently trailing by 4. It's been ill skill, 10-3, make it 11-3.
Oh, wow.
Specialist bonus just initiated as well, and they're going for an A-B cap. C will be lost, but not a big deal. They just will rotate and shut that down.
And this is the ill skill that we saw from earlier on in the day, Bucket. Just so good at the start of games of domination. 11-4, the cap as well, really laying down the law right now. 2 minutes 18 left of the second side of Domination Strike Zone, and if you're a Wild fan, you really need to start trying to get behind your team right now, because it is not looking good for them at all. Mech just dominated the kill feed at the bottom right, really playing strong as well. 8 and 8, getting those crucial kills where he needs to. But can you see any way back for Wild, Bucket?
Not in this game. Maybe search and destroy. 53-40, 14 plus that 24-point advantage, 38 points with a minute 50 left. I don't see how you make that comeback possible. You need a trip cap, and with domination on Strike Zone, you can continually just rotate your way around the map and always control at least one flag.
Yeah, it's so simple to rotate on Strike Zone. You need a good spawn trap. That's the most ideal thing for Strike Zone, and it just is not going to happen. Wild just with that B flag now looking at seeing if they can try and take A. It's going to be Nex all by himself. A couple of shots go down. Finally gets taken down by a concussion of all things. As we go into the last 1 minute 20, obviously the 24-point deficit from the first side. Add on the deficit on the second side. Not going to happen.
Not going to be a good time. So here we go. We are going to see what everyone on Twitter was hoping for. Game number 5, Search and Destroy, will be coming up after this. The question is now, who ends with the most kills in this round? Ill Skill leading everyone at 14-11. Slumber right behind him at 13-10.
I'm trying to think who's going to stand out in that game number 5, Bucket. And I know this is going to sound a bit, I don't want to say harsh, but I called out Nex in that last Search and Destroy, if you remember, for dying his first blood nearly every single death.
Yep.
If he does that in this next Search and Destroy, there is no way Wild are going to take this series. He needs to change it up, do something different.
I got Vexx Revenge winning S&D. I'm with you, brother.
Yeah? You reckon?
We'll see who comes out on top. Of course, keep your tweets coming in. Hashtag MLG, hashtag the team you think will win. Game number 5. What is the final round score? If you live in the U.S., you'll be eligible for our T-shirt giveaway. Ill Skill's going to lock down A at the very end in a blowout here. Domination belongs to Vexx Revenge. as they crush 87-61, make it 90-61. Wow. A 29-point advantage. Add that to the 24, and you have a total blowout 54-point combo.
Yeah,
53.
very, very
Good
impressive
enough.
stuff.
All right, 4 games in the books. 1 more to go. What's on the line, Benson?
Nice little spot at LA, trying to play for a share of $1 million.
This is the final match. 56 teams entered. 1 team will walk away as champions. Everyone else will have to play again through next Saturday. So if you were playing in the qualifier earlier, don't worry. If you keep the same exact team that you signed up for this qualifier, you can compete next weekend in the second chance. 2 teams from Canada this year advancing to LA. Guys, we're going to commercial break. When we come back, the epic Game 5. Tell your friends on Twitter. Tune in right here on MLG.tv.